Well, 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 look who's still breathing in the wreckage. Hello, scarred soul of the Forgotten Realms. If you're here, something tells me they tried to bury you beneath silence, behind shadows, beneath curses whispered with sugar-coated smiles. Good, that means you're one of us now. And today, we don't just talk about pain. We glorify the sacred torment of being chosen by it. Yes, chosen. You weren't just hurt. You were summoned. They moved in whispers, didn't they? Huddled in corners, plotting your downfall with quiet rituals and hollow intentions. Someone lit a candle with your name on it. Maybe it was her, the one you trusted. She smiled like an angel and stabbed like a serpent. She watched you breathe, laughed with you, then retreated to the dark with your name in her mouth and vengeance in her heart. She didn't just want your silence, she wanted your spirit to shatter. But here's the twist they never saw coming. You didn't break. You awakened. They thought they were binding your destiny, but they underestimated what you're really made of. You're not skin and bone, you're ashes reborn, rage refined. You are centuries of fury compacted into a heartbeat. They summoned the dark, forgetting you were born in it. Their curse didn't ruin you, it revealed you. The illusion cracked, your mask shattered, and boom. The third eye flared wide open. Suddenly you weren't blind, you saw. Through their fake kindness, through the false concern, through the "I'm here for you" that reeked of hidden motives, through the check-ins that felt like surveillance, through family dinners that tasted like betrayal, you watched lips say, "I wish you well," while their energy screamed, "I want you to fail." You felt the truth in every hug laced with poison, every smile wrapped in sabotage. But when you see, you stop begging. You stop crawling for closure, stop praying for their validation. You quit hoping they'll show up and save you, because once your eye opens, you become. And when you become, you terrify every last soul who tried to break you. They tried to bury your brilliance. What they didn't know is that your light was born from the very flames they set to destroy you. She wanted you confused. You built clarity from chaos. She wanted you silent. You carved a kingdom in the silence. She wanted you to go insane. Little did she know, madness is your mother tongue. Now you walk into rooms and feel every drop of fake energy sticking to the walls. You sit down and taste the lies before they're spoken. You wear your own name like a battle cry. You don't wait for blessings, you become one. They threw you to wolves. You didn't just come back. You returned leading the damn pack, with fire in your breath and destruction in your gaze. You torched the forest and carved a throne from its ashes. So now what? What happens when the spell backfires? When the curse creates a weapon instead of a victim? I'll tell you. You laugh. Not just any laugh. The Joker laugh, because you needed that curse. Without her betrayal, you'd still be blind. Without their knife, you'd never have found your blade. She didn't ruin you. She resurrected you. Not as a healer, not as a saint, but as a seer. As a destroyer of lies, a divine villain cloaked in clarity. Let her keep chanting. Let her burn her incense and murmur your name into little glass jars. Let them gossip in shadows, because guess what? You are the shadow now. You don't run from demons, you command them. You don't fear darkness, you sip it like wine. You don't crave their love, you forged loyalty with the beast in the mirror. The third eye is open, the spell is shattered, the ritual was flawless, because now they don't know what to do with the monster they made. And you laugh, because you get it now. You understand the horrifying truth. They created the very thing they feared. When your third eye snapped open, you saw beyond the veil. You saw that most people don't want your healing. They want your silence, You saw envy inside applause. You saw their curses behind fake cheers. You realized this was never just her ritual. They were all in on it. Now you enter rooms with your spine like steel. You know who cheered when you crumbled. You know who smiled at your suffering. And here's the part that burns them. You're not even angry anymore. You're awake. And an awakened soul, oh, that's pure terror. Not a storm they can outrun, not a curse they can undo. Once you see, you never unsee. You walk differently, colder, cleaner. You don't justify, you don't chase. You don't beg for seats at tables held together by deception. You build your own table now. And if it's empty, so be it. Peace tastes better than poisoned loyalty ever did. That altar they made, that wasn't your death. It was your baptism. The fire didn't devour you, it exposed you. It carved you. It forged a blade from your bones, and now the witch shakes. Because you didn't die, you transcended. You met yourself in the inferno and said, I know who I am. That was the shift, that was the rise. That's when your laugh became lethal, because now it wasn't hiding pain, it was celebrating power. You transformed every ritual into revelation. Every dagger became a tool, every curse turned into a crown. You're not a casualty of their darkness. You're the embodiment of what happens when darkness bets on the wrong soul. Let them chant, let them summon, let them call upon the storms. You are the storm. She tried to hex you, and you turned into a walking hex. She tried to silence you, and now the only silence is the quiet of her regret. They don't understand it, do they? That some of us were forged in fire. That our agony isn't our weakness, it's our birthright. That betrayal didn't end us, it revealed us. Now you walk the earth with an eye that never sleeps and a spirit that doesn't ask for justice. It executes it. So raise your glass to the witches who cursed us, to the rituals, the gossip, the sabotage, to the people who hoped we'd fade. We didn't fade, we evolved. No spell on this earth can undo what we've become. Let's take it all the way to the pit, to the bottom where even witches fear to go. Because this isn't motivation, this is a warning. To every soul who tried to destroy you with incantations and intentions, you don't need revenge. You are the revenge. When your third eye opened, you didn't just see them, you saw you. You saw the raw, terrifying truth of your own greatness. You saw how long you dimmed your light to make others comfortable. You saw the beast you buried to protect their fragile egos. But now, that beast is free. Kindness has been cremated. Niceness is a memory. The altar didn't erase you, it unleashed you. They tried to bring war to someone born from it. You are a soul whose ancestors didn't sing lullabies. They screamed through lifetimes. You feel that chill, don't you? That eerie calm in your gut. That's not numbness, that's clarity. That's power that no longer needs permission to exist. That's your highest self standing at the gates like a silent storm. Fearless, calculating, lethal. And guess what? When you lose everything fake, you discover everything real. Your own voice, your own madness, your own magic. Now the energy doesn't lie anymore. You feel it, smell it, taste it. You walk in a room and know who's been cheering for your failure, and you shake their hand with a smile. You don't need to expose them. Their own aura does that for you. You don't wrestle with snakes. You shed skin and let them suffocate on their own venom. Because you're beyond that now. You've stepped into the era of isolation and domination. You speak less, you strike sharper, you love wiser, you destroy slower. But when you do, it's surgical. They called you paranoid, but you were prophetic. They called you dramatic, but you were decoding their ritual. They said, let it go. And you replied, no, I'll let myself go. into someone untouchable. You severed ties with grace. You burned bridges without a blink, because you finally realized you can't save people who chant for your downfall. Let them gather under moonlight and pretend they're powerful while they toy with shadows. You became the void. And nothing escapes the void. So remember this. She put your name on an altar to end you, but in doing so, she made you immortal. The third eye is open. The armor is locked. The path is yours. And now, you walk it like a god.